Hey, you guys. Welcome to Nosy Bystanders Live. I'm your host with the crooked wig, Chief Nosy Bystander. Not the wig being crooked, honey. Mm, Okay, so welcome to our live show. I'm your host, Chief Nosy Bystander. Sometimes I can be a comedian. Sometimes it depends. It depends on the time of day. Okay, so we have two stories I want to talk about today. Two stories that we briefly talked about Tory Lanez, right? And the Megan Thee Stallion. I'm a huge Megan Thee Stallion fan. Okay, don't argue with me. Argue with your mamas on that one. I'm a huge Megan Thee Stallion fan, but I'm also, been tracking the story with her and Tory Lanez because I think the story is completely interesting. It's an interesting story, and I want to get into it. But first, I wanted to get into a story that we don't really get into because it's really no shade. It's white people, but it's Britney. So this is a little bit different. Okay. We all stand Britney. Everyone. I don't know. No one person on the face of the planet is like, Britney's mid. Never seen it. Never will. Okay. Britney is nothing of the sort. Okay. So the reason why I wanted to talk about Britney Spears is because she has been trending as of the last 3 days across social media. And I want to get into the rabbit hole that a lot of other people had fallen down into. So before we get started, we're going to start off with Britney Spears first. I want to see who's all up in the building. Let's see who's all up in here. Hold on one second, you guys. Okay. I know y'all got here early. Y'all got here before me. This is from Rashida. Hey, Rashida. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, Rachel. Hello, DL. Hello, Nikki. Hello, DL again. Hello, Unicorn and Dimples. Hello, Els. Els Monroe says, hey, guys. This is from PDC says, hello, everyone. Never seen you here before. Welcome. This is from Nisa. Hello, Kamiko. Kamiko said, hello, cousins. Hit that like button and don't be ignorant. Do it on your way in or your way out. That's just uniform. You might forget to do it on your way in. That's okay. Do it on your way out. Okay. Wipe your feet on your way out. Y'all know how y'all do it. Or y'all bring liquor to your auntie house for the barbecue and you take the liquor with you. Treat that like button like the liquor that y'all brought when you came in. Take the liquor on your way out. Okay. Treat it like that. Cause y'all know that's what y'all be doing. I be seeing y'all. I know my cousins do the same thing. Trifling. What's up, Brenna Love? Hello, AC. Hello, Amber. Hello, Pia. Hello, Courtney. Hello, Sassy. Hello, Desiree says hola, hola. Hello, MD DRI. Hello, Valerie. Hello, Nosy Inquisitive. Hello, Triple Leo. Ooh, it's a lot of y'all in the building today. Hello, 80s Lady. Hello, Margaret. Hello, Sign Tiffany. Hello, Go Getter. Hello, In the Life Arena. Hello, Kershawn. Kershawn all the way from Facebook. What's up? Hello, BMO Frey. BMO Frey? I hope I'm saying that right. What's up, Bougie? What's up, Kadra? Hello, I don't know if I've seen you before here. Um, Tell us how to pronounce your name. Quania? Is it Quania? I hope I'm saying that right. Hello, Chaffy Apple. Hello, Pia. Hello, 80s Lady. Hello, Mrs. Me Beauty. Hello, Calypso. Hello, Carol. Hello, Aisha. Hello, Aisha. Hello, Shrey. Hello, Super Cute Walker, Tiffany, Brenna, Missy, Shay, Jocelyn. I think it's Jocelyn. And Parrish. How you guys doing today? So let's get into this Britney tea, y'all, because, and if I forgot you, my apologies. Okay. So let's get into this Britney tea because it's our girl Britney. Okay. And we love her. So we got to go down this rabbit hole. Now, if you guys don't know, let me preface the story first by saying Britney Spears has been in a conservatorship for the better part of 15 years. Everybody knows that her father ran the conservatorship and basically was almost wringing her out to dry. Thank God Britney owns a billion-dollar fragrance company and has countless, owns her own masters. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but I believe Britney Spears owns her own masters. So she has countless streams of income coming in, and her daddy was holding it lock and key. In her conservatorship, she described herself as not being able to decide to who she wanted to date, all the way down to her birth control. So Britney has been really like in luck. I don't think she was even able to own a cell phone for a very long time. So a few days ago, Britney had posted on her Instagram, and then her Instagram went poof. Well, today Britney had a hearing in the Los Angeles Superior County courthouse today at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time, and a lot of people are equating that court hearing to what's going on. So we're going to follow this page here. I follow this page because I think this page is interesting. It's a TikTok handle by the name of, let me blow it up so you guys can see it. By the name of Britney is not free backup. Okay. Because apparently this was the backup page. They might have had several other pages and now they're gone. So this person starts their deep dives basically right here down the rabbit hole, part 1. I hope you got your listening ears on because we're about to begin. Okay. Who else is in here? What's up? Nosy by nature. Hello, Bentleys. Hello, Shay. Hello, Tree Tips. Oh, Tree, you got got competition in here. There's another tree in here. Hello, Tamika. Hello, 80s lady. Hello, Cammy on the go. Okay, and hello, Miss Beauty says, I had to look up what that means. Conservatorship. Yeah, it means when an individual is managing your basically your entire life. Now, some conservatorships could be incredibly lenient, and it just means someone manages your money. Another one could be somebody manages your health, right? Like somebody's the one who finds your doctor, your primary care physician, gets you to your appointments, or is allocated money to get you to your appointments, and so on and so forth. So every conservatorship is different. Britney's was like a total conservatorship, right? Like she had no control over nothing. So she couldn't even pick her own attorney to even get her out of the conservatorship. So Britney had a total conservatorship, kind of like what Amanda Bynes has and what Wendy Williams almost had. Wendy Williams almost had a financial conservatorship. The courts agreed with Wendy Williams and allowed her to pick her conservator, which Britney did not get. Britney's father was the total conservator over her entire estate. But Wendy Williams, she at least gets to pick her own financial advisor, which is great. So she should be able to. And everybody talks about how Mariah Carey stated 9/11 saved her life because on 9/11, she had a court hearing for conservatorship herself that got canceled because of 9/11. So Mariah Carey thanks she says 9/11 actually saved the day 9/11 actually saved her life. So crazy how stuff happened. So let's get into this tea right here. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself and we're gonna begin.
All right, guys, so we're going to go really deep down a rabbit hole. And honestly, some of you people who don't normally like to go this deep might actually be interested in this one. But if not, you know the deal. Just scroll on. And
I was going to say, we like rabbit holes. So come on, girl, bring us the tea.
Find ones that you do align with. Now, this photo has a lot going on with it, but what we're going to look at first are the 2 rabbits in the background, and they're circled. This has significance because we have often talked about Britney being a subject of the MKU program, which is a mind control program. And that program uses a lot of different triggers, some of them being Disney movies. Wizard of Oz and Alice in Wonderland are 2 main movies and characters that are used to turn for the triggers to turn people on and off. And I have covered a lot on my videos saying that I think that Alice in Wonderland is one of the main triggers for Britney. There's usually a lot of Disney stuff in the background, but what I've seen the most of seems to go honestly with the rabbit. This is one of many, many posts that Britney shares, but if you can see, it's got a book in there that says Alice in Wonderland, and then read the caption. Now she shares a ton of stuff that includes red and red shoes. And honestly, that can go down another rabbit hole and we're actually going to cover it, but not yet. If we're talking about Alice in Wonderland, what does red remind you of? The Queen of Hearts. So again, another reference. Now there's also this reference that she shared on her page, and it's really weird, right? Doesn't it kind of give you Alice in Wonderland vibes? Well, this gave credit to Mark Radden. So I go to his page and he's got a lot of really creepy stuff. And I know these high intensity are.
Now I'm going to pause this really quick here and say this. So this woman takes a different take on Britney Spears. Not that I subscribe to any of it, but she does take a different take on Britney Spears and saying that the things that Britney Spears posts are probably a message from Britney telling us that, hey, she's not free. She is still battling this conservatorship, and that it goes deeper down than the conservatorship, right? Like there is more control over Britney's basically her life than Britney would like. Now, here's the thing, that the only thing that this woman gets incorrect: Britney Spears does not manage her Instagram page. She doesn't actually. She stated it numerous times. I believe she stated it in one of her court hearings. She stated it numerous times on her Twitter account. She stated it multiple times. So I always kind of like, I take everything what people say with a grain of salt, but I pull back a little when people start to analyze her Instagram page. Because again, Britney Spears does not manage her Instagram page. Her manager does, and I forget the woman's name. I forget what the woman's name is, but she manages a bunch of other artists, a bunch of other large name up and coming artists and TikTokers. I forget what the woman's name is. She's got like a manly name, not like Max or something like that. But Britney does not. Britney does not manage her Instagram page. So all this weird stuff, whoever is managing Britney's page is them. It's definitely them. It's definitely not Britney. But everything else this woman does say, I actually like and I actually listen to, except the whole analysis of Britney's Instagram. Because again, she doesn't manage it. So we know that. We know Britney Spears manages her Twitter account because when Britney puts out those voice notes about her son, about her family, about feeling lonely, those very long drawn out voice notes, Britney stated it that this is the only account and she's tweeted it too numerous times. This is the only account I have access to. And we don't know why. Maybe it's because it's just one password they couldn't crack to get to Britney. Let me get some of your comments and we're going back into this video. This from AC says, a lot of the early 2000s girlies had issues, but they got it together. Seems like Britney didn't have the freedom to grow out of that phase to mature. Think Lindsey Graham and Nicole Richie. Exactly. I don't think she got the chance. I think, but also the thing about too is that Britney is massively more wealthy than Nicole Richie and Lindsey now, why don't I think of Lindsey Graham? What is her name? Lindsay. I don't know why I can't think of her. Lindsay Lohan. Because Britney had so many different joint ventures that she just, Britney is probably quite close to being a billionaire, right? Because she has a very successful perfume brand. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but Britney, when it comes to perfume brands, Britney is like one of the highest selling still to this day. And Britney's perfume came out in the way early 2000s that she had partnered with Body Fantasy real early on, and then she broke out and did her own thing, and it became wildly successful because she hired apparently some people say she hired some really good perfume experts who have been riding with her since. So Britney has amassed way more money than Nicole Richie and Lindsay Lohan had. And so Britney had a lot more at stake. Now, when Britney was going through her mental state, right, her rebellious years, if you will, they probably would have just kind of shooed her off by the wayside. But because Britney was a brand, she was a brand. Nicole Richie and Lindsay Lohan, no shade to them, but they were not brands. Britney was a brand, honey. And she stayed tried and true to that. And she was worth, hundreds of millions of dollars. So anybody who had the opportunity to see her and get her, under their reins, they were going to do it, i.e. her father. So he took the opportunity immediately to just take in, you know what I mean? Because it's a lot of money. I know her family was upper middle class, but they didn't see money like Britney, you know what I mean? That Britney was producing. They never seen money like that in their wildest dreams. They never saw money like that in their wildest dreams. I don't care if her father had a timeshare in Florida and they had a really nice house in Louisiana. They never saw money the way Britney was making money, ever. And they didn't want to lose it. So what did her father do? He did everything in his power to make sure that money didn't get lost by the wayside, that Britney didn't end up like some, crazy cat lady giving her money away and messing up different deals and, failing to show up to signings and things like that. So he did that to lock in the cash. Let's be for real, right? But that's a really good anecdote, AC, that's actually a really good anecdote. Lohan. Okay, I see. Y'all are going to correct me today, huh? Okay, I see. Thank you very much. This from Miss Beauty says, I wonder if this is what Beyonce stopped with her dad from happening. Could be. He was their manager for a long time. And I don't know if you guys know this, but he owns the masters to all of Destiny's Child. So I don't know if you guys know that or not, but Matthew Knowles owns the masters to all of the Destiny Child music. That's why people are like, oh, when is Destiny Child going to get back together? You got to talk to Beyonce's daddy for that. So on a humble, he'll let Beyonce sing a couple of old Destiny's Child songs on tour, but he gonna charge her for it every time. Every time. So the reason why there's never been a reunification of Destiny's Child is because of her father. That's why. It has nothing to do with the fact that Beyonce's too busy. Beyonce's not busy. She's rich. What's she busy doing? She's not doing anything. Okay. We know Michelle ain't busy, and we know, or we know Kelly ain't busy, and we know Michelle ain't busy. So it's really because of her father, and he owns the masters to all of the entire Destiny's Child collection. And it would take, I think Beyonce is just like, I have to work with my father in order to give everybody a Destiny's Child tour. Does that make sense? She don't want to do that. She don't want to break bread with him. She don't want to break bread with him. So it is what it is. Let's get back into this video.
The artists get like this, but it usually comes from some kind of inspiration. Keep that in mind. Doesn't this give you Alice in Wonderland vibes? This is one of his posts. Not really sure if this is a joke or not, but either way, just read it in the post. And then here's another one of Courtney Love. And don't you remember the post that I shared where Courtney Love has always advocated or tried at first to really help Britney not get into a conservatorship, and how they tried to put her in one? It's just too uncanny, the relations here. Now, if you want to just think about Britney's post with the rabbits, be like, so what? It's rabbit. She likes it. Well, upon more investigation, and thank you so much to the follower who has helped me find some of this information, let me just let you read this post, because this is how rabbits are starting to be used in Hollywood. But guys, of course, it gets so much deeper. Now, we've covered some Alice in Wonderland bases, and I want you to link that to things that I've talked about with Coraline from my theory about Ragdoll Pink Palace, okay? They both have doors that you go into an alternate like reality, and then you come out different. All right, guys, so we're going to go really deep down a rabbit hole. And honestly, some of you people who don't normally like to go this deep might not.
Let me read your comment. It says, why is this happening since Britney knows a lot? Isn't that stealing? She should be able to sue anybody that tries to keep her from doing anything she wants. You would think, right? You caught you straight. You would think, right? But sometimes that's not always the case. That's not always the case. Beyonce, Britney's conservatorship is so unusual that like it's difficult to figure out like what position she can pivot to and when Britney won that, when Britney's father decided to stop fighting and just, you know, in the whole conservatorship type deal, she really was vindicated. But we don't know what goes on behind the scenes, right? I don't even know if she's married to this man. Let's be for real. And this is all alleged, but I don't even know if she's married to Sam. I honestly don't know if she's married to him. I have no idea if Britney Spears is married to this man. And the reason why I say that is because Britney Spears did that video. If you guys don't remember the video right now, since this video clip has ended, I want to insert this video. I want to insert the Britney audio clip that makes me believe that Britney's not actually married to that guy, Sam. So let me pull it up for you guys right here. I believe it's still on her page, her Twitter page. Yes, it is. Okay, hold on one moment. Is this it? Hold on. I think this is it. Hold on one second. Okay, hold on. Let me play it and then I will. Let me play it and I'm going to see if this is the right one. Okay, that's not the audio. Hold on. I want to play the audio because I know exactly where it's at. Let me go to it. Because because you need to hear this, because this, I don't know. I don't want to say it's a smoking gun, but it's it's definitely a smoking gun to me. Okay, hold on one second. Okay. Here it is. Okay, let me share my screen.
The thing I haven't really shared, which is one of the weirdest things I've ever encountered. I had 3 MRIs before I went to that place. I wasn't complaining about anything. I was just told I had to go. It was my dad, and I had no rights at the time, so I basically had to. So I did it, and I was immediately like, why am I having to go to do these MRIs so many times? Because when I was younger, I had a cyst on my chest when I was like 8 years old. They did an MRI because they thought it was cancer, but it wasn't. It was completely fine. Whenever I hear the word MRI, I kind of was like, oh, that's a big deal. Like something must be wrong with me or whatever.
Part 2. Britney goes on to say she wants to take her father, monitoring his no, telling him he can't ever leave. I like to see how he
Hold on,
will
I want to
feel.
find the right
But
clip.
see, that would never happen. Hold on one second. I should have had the clip ready, but I didn't. I thought it was this one. Hold on one
Okay,
second.
so another thing is the vows of blood, the constant communication, and I swear to God, it was some sort of. To me, I was like, wait, is this a new kind of cancer treatment? That's why they, honestly,
It's going to drive me crazy. I have to find this clip. I have to find this clip. Hold on. Okay, hold on one second. All right. No, that's not it. Okay, hold on one second. I want to find this clip because you have to hear it from Britney's mouth to her, to our ears. And someone here played it, and I can't remember who played the clip. That's going to bother me. It's going to drive me crazy. Okay, so basically in the clip, Britney's, I have to just reiterate it to you because I can't find the clip. I thought I had it up. So Britney Spears basically says, and it's this audio, but it's a 15-minute audio, and I only ripped a little bit of it. But because I can't figure out which place it's in. So in the audio, Britney says that she was not allowed to have a cell phone and she felt incredibly alone, incredibly isolated, and that she was going to run away to Europe with a man. And she was deathly terrified of what her father was going to do to her if she were to get away, essentially. So the reason why I say that I don't believe Britney is married is because when she put out this full 15-minute clip, it was on her Twitter. It's no longer on her Twitter. She put it out in like 10 parts. She did not mention her husband at all whatsoever. She never mentioned her husband at all whatsoever. So I'm just like, is Britney even married? And this is where people are this is where the conspiracy theory kicks up. And so too bad I can't find that video. We're gonna just start right here with this girl, okay? And then we're gonna go back over to Britney's backup. This one here really summarizes what's going on, and she references that audio of Britney saying that she was going to run away to Europe, but I don't know, I don't believe she plays it. But because of that, Britney has completely she has deactivated her Instagram page, and because she deactivated her Instagram page, people are starting to question what's going on with Britney, and now people are really starting to question if her marriage is even real. So let me get this clip ready to go.
Back and I want to talk about Britney Spears' birthday and what's happened after. If you've been paying attention to Britney Spears' Instagram account, then you know that whenever she has a court case coming up, there's always something weird happening on her page and then it gets deactivated. And guess what? Today, there's another court case for Britney. And 5 days ago was her birthday. The first thing she posted on her Instagram on her birthday was a dedication to her husband. But the second post was not only to her estranged sister, but it was promoting her sister's new show. Congratulations on being so brave, inspiring, and showing guts and glory in your show. And if you've been paying attention, then you know her account is constantly promoting products, movies, shows, all with clients tied to her manager, Kate Hudson, or even Lou Taylor. And what do you know? This would be Britney's next post on her birthday. Britney decided she wanted to be so loving on her birthday and promote another show for another star. This one would be Ansel, and his manager is Britney's manager, Kate Hudson. So why not? And if you're still not convinced that Britney Spears is not the one posting for herself on Instagram, think why would she post to promote a show for her estranged sister, then promote another show for her manager's client, then post this photo of herself and compare herself to Jessica Simpson? But let's continue. She then dedicates 2 posts to her sons. Then Britney Spears deletes Sean Preston's photo and keeps Jaden's up. Remember when Jaden said in the interview that Sean Preston felt like Britney favored Jaden over him? So why would she do that? She wouldn't. She then posted a video of Sam Ashgari singing happy birthday to her. She's not in the video, but you do hear her and she doesn't sound enthusiastic. So the caption kind of explains why. In the caption she posts, "My husband surprised me. I'm sick with the flu and he came downstairs. He was pretty effing smooth. I love you. It's Mrs. and Mr. Ashgari." Well, that's really strange because Vicky, who was Britney's assistant, posted to Britney happy birthday. And then people were asking, where is she? Is she okay? And she says, yeah, she's living her best life on vacation right now. And somebody asked, without her husband? Vicky responds, sometimes a vacation can be without a significant other. Ha ha. Well, that's really weird because as Vicky is saying Britney's on vacation, Britney is saying she's home downstairs with her husband and she has the flu. This to me proves Vicky has no idea what's going on. And I think she's truly being fed lies. I don't know why people constantly attack her. I don't think she's part of any of this. Then Sam posted a story proving he is downstairs with Britney with the flu. If Britney was downstairs with the flu, why would this person want to be next to her and at least not masked or something? And why is Britney playing dress up? And why would they be going to Nobu if she had the flu? To me, this mentally confirms Britney does not run her own Instagram account. We're going to talk about this in part 2.
And she's absolutely right. I've said that before. I'll say it again. Britney Spears does not run her Instagram account. I don't know how many times people continuously get into these tailspins about, oh, what is Britney posting and what is Britney doing? Now, I will say this, Britney Spears posts on Instagram are rather unusual and people cannot quite understand. Early on, before Britney was doing all those dance videos on her Instagram, which I could show you, but it's deactivated, Britney Spears used to wear these really cute blouses and these really cute shorts, and she would just kind of stand there and pose a little bit. And she does that. You can actually see that if we go to Britney Spears. If we go to her old TikTok page here, you can see this is what she does in these videos. She doesn't actually talk. She just kind of stands there. What I surmise that what Britney is doing is actually showcasing these clothes. Now, what people fail to realize is that celebrities don't just work in America. They literally work overseas, right? Whether it's fashion brands overseas, whether it's creating content overseas. There's this like running joke about Brad Pitt because he did a Japanese vodka commercial, a Japanese whiskey commercial a number of years back. And one of the late night show hosts has showed him the commercial. He said, I remember I shot that commercial. He's like, but God, I forgot that I actually just forgot that I did the commercial for this Japanese whiskey company. So these videos that you see Britney Spears doing, right, that a lot of people thought it was just mysterious of her to do, videos like this that are just strange of her showcasing these outfits, it's because Britney Spears is probably showcasing clothes for a brand overseas. And I'm sure the brand overseas probably has no idea what's going on or who this white lady is twirling in her balcony. But it's safe to say that these videos of Britney Spears are just her showcasing clothes because that's what celebrities do. When people started to get an inclination that there was something wrong with Britney is basically after this video here. I wanted to show it to you guys because this here, And I was looking at this video today and I was like, oh my God, this is Britney Spears. And this is what she used to look like. She was normal. She looked normal. She looks so normal. Her hair is done. Her tape ins are perfectly, aligned. She's working out, but people didn't realize that she was under conservatorship and she was working hard every single day. This is from 2018. So this is the Britney that everyone recognizes. When Britney's profile picture started to get strange is when she started to do these videos here, right? Her hair looks disheveled. She's got on this heavy, intense shadow eye makeup. It just looks random. It doesn't look like the well put together Britney that most people recognize from this image here, right? From these bizarre, odd dance videos. But back when Britney was just like put together here, right? This is Britney semi put together, but this is when Britney was really put together. You know what I mean? And people just had no idea. So Britney Spears started to really go down a tailspin, and that's what kind of perked people's ears. Like, damn, is she still under that conservatorship? Because I just, for the life of me, I just can't remember if she still was. Yeah, she definitely was. So let's get back into this girl's videos here. Let me share my screen with you guys again, because I want to go back to her videos because this girl does a really good job at summarizing Britney Spears. So let's get into her part 2.
Story, they went to Nobu, him and his wife, and their newborn.
Your friend's cousin went to Nobu. Okay. On the same night that Britney Spears and Sam Asghari allegedly went to Nobu. Let's continue.
He's like, all of a sudden, this hillbilly blonde woman comes up to the baby and snatches the baby. And she's like, oh my God. And she's like kissing the baby.
So someone snatched your friend's baby out of nowhere all of a sudden. And the parents just sat there and watched it happen. Okay.
Just kissing the baby. And she's like, oh my God. And this guy's like, who? My best friend's cousin is like, who is this psycho hillbilly woman? And they look up as she's holding the baby.
So your best friend's cousin is watching a psycho hillbilly woman kissing on his baby. And he's just sitting there thinking, oh my God, who is a psycho hillbilly?
And my friend was like, guess who it is? Just take a wild guess. And I'm like, I have no clue who this blonde hillbilly would be.
I absolutely am so grossed out by this girl who made this video calling Britney a hillbilly. Like, it was so absolutely unnecessary. Let me get to your comment here, Lady A. Lady A says, I think they're posting no videos. I think all those videos that Britney dancing and twirling in her living room, I think they're all old. I think it's just what Britney did while she had time to pass. She wasn't on tour. And I think when they got access to Britney's phone, because Britney probably filmed herself doing it, I think they took all those videos and posted them. I don't think Britney even dances anymore. To be really 100% frank, honest with you, all those videos of Britney Spears dancing and twirling in her living room, just having no idea that they would post them. Those videos do not look like Britney Spears would post them. Britney Spears, in my personal millennial opinion, does not look like the type of person who likes to come on camera disheveled. I don't think so. I just don't think so. When Britney Spears was in that recorded audio of her talking to the judge, what was the first thing that Britney Spears said to the judge? Do y'all remember? Because I remember. What was the first thing Britney Spears said to the judge? She said, it's not fair that everyone gets to get their nails done and I haven't had my nails done in 2 weeks and they're using my money and driving my Mercedes. That's what Britney said. That's exactly what Britney said. So I don't think those videos of Britney twirling and dancing in her underwear are anything that Britney would have ever posted on the internet. I don't care what anyone says. She would not. You saw her workout video. She was in a full makeup with her hair perfectly pressed in a cute, messy bun. Britney has a specific aesthetic she likes about herself, and she showcases that. I don't think Britney's just going to get on camera with tape-in extensions all out and exposed for people to just make fun of her. I don't believe that. If Britney goes out to a restaurant and she looks disheveled, it's because they dragged her out there. That's why. All those videos of Britney doing all those dances, listening to music in her home, I don't think she had any intention on posting those on the internet. None. And I think when they got access to Britney's phone or access to her iCloud account, then they posted them with those stupid captions trying to make it sound like, oh, I'm just so hurt and I'm so hurt by everyone. And I just need, some reciprocity. And this is how I express myself. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If you love Britney and you know Britney, you know darn well Britney Spears Britney Spears of sound mind. Let me correct myself. Britney Spears, who is of sound mind, like the currently medicated Britney Spears, would not walk around town and be proud of chipped nails and tape-in extensions that are weeks overdue with her roots coming out. That's not Britney. So those videos, Lady A, I agree. I think they're old and I think they are private. I don't think they had any intentions on coming out at all. I think she had no intentions of them coming out. And when her Instagram page comes up, go to Britney Spears Instagram page and look at 2020 Britney when she's with Sam. She's in all her videos. She's very engaging. Her makeup looks clean and consistent and concise. Her hair is always done. Her nails are always done. You know what I mean? And when she was still under the conservatorship and she couldn't get her nails done, Britney didn't post. When Britney couldn't get her tape-in extensions redone, she wasn't posting content. And when Britney told the judge, they don't never let me get my nails done, or when they do, it's like few and far between, that's when Britney was posting content, when she was looking and feeling her best. All those disheveled videos of her twirling and stuff in her underwear, that is not Britney. And none of those videos had any intention on making it to the internet. That was them trying to shame her. That's what that was. And humiliate her. That's what that was. That's exactly what that was. And to us, it just looks like she's just living carefree Britney. But to Britney, she's probably mortified that those videos are even out to the public. She's probably mortified that those videos have made their way out to the public. Because look at her Twitter account. Now remember, Britney said her Twitter account is the only account she has access to. If you go to her Twitter account and you look at her media, you can tell that these pictures that Britney posts, these are pictures that Britney intends on posting. Let me show you. These are the videos that Britney intends to have posted, right? She retweets these videos. She retweets these. These are perfectly coiffed looking videos. You see this video here. This is Britney looking her best. This is Britney Spears here. This is one of the audios that somehow only made it to her Twitter, but never seemed to have made it to her Instagram page, right? The page she doesn't run. Her with Sam, or her at somebody's wedding. I think Paris Hilton's wedding, looking her best. I'm telling you now, Britney Spears, those disheveled videos of Britney, not something she would ever want seen by the public. She didn't even post anything like that she doesn't even want to be seen. So yeah, miss me with all of that crap. Okay. But let's get back into this video here. I'll read a couple of more of your comments and then we'll get back to this video. This from Vinyl Hoochie says, the family's still trying to make money off of her after the conservatorship. Exactly. Like, what people don't understand is Britney Spears' Facebook, all her fan pages that her organization runs, as well as Britney Spears' Instagram page, those are all monetized pages. So they're still making money hand over fist on Britney. This is from Cherie says, they probably posted those videos to make her look bad. Nah, I agree with that. This from Lady A says they're trying to make her look unstable, disheveled, just a mess. Just a mess. This is from the cool one. It says, I wish like heck I could be an assistant. I'd help her get her life back away from those awful people. Child, you and Britney Spears 500 million fans both. Okay. What's up, Sharon? How you doing today?
That picked up his cousin's child. I'm just going to show you guys some screenshots.
Okay, so a random psycho hillbilly comes to my table, picks up my baby, starts kissing my baby, and I'm just sitting there like, whoa, I don't say anything, I don't do anything. And then I'm like, oh, but it's Britney. Okay, let me take some pictures. Meanwhile, the shirt she's wearing wasn't the same outfit she was in at her house. Wasn't this outfit either. And of course, to fit the psycho hillbilly narrative, this would be the image that they captured. Let's not forget that Nobu is a celebrity hotspot and a paparazzi hotspot. And when Britney goes to Nobu, you're going to see paparazzi photos of her. But for some reason, there were none on the night of her birthday, except, of course, this one. And we're not even going to talk about how really photoshopped Sam looks in this image. But let's continue.
Later that night, she posted on her Instagram that she had the flu.
Oh, so that's why whoever's running Britney Spears' account posted that she had the flu. Because this video was planned with Team Con. And if you don't believe me, let's take a look at who this person really is. This woman is an actress. If you type her name in Google, there she is. I mean, she's not the greatest actress, but let's dig deeper. Karina posted this video and tags my friend Paige. That person is connected to this person named Maxie. Maxie is Sam's friend. So it begs the question, were they all in on it together? Did Sam purposely post that he was taking Britney to Nobu? And then whoever's running her account posted that she had the flu, just so this Karina chick could post this story, making Britney look incredibly unstable and not well or okay, with Sam photoshopped in this outfit to prove it was the night of her birthday. I mean, this is a very poorly photoshopped photo. Where's the chair that he's supposedly sitting? It looks like he's sitting on the floor. And why is he so sharp and in focus, but she's not that sharp? Like, she looks like she's in this building. He does not. To mention, Sam did a Q&A and answered these questions. Do you control her Instagram? I would never control someone that's been controlled for 13 plus years. And answering this one, why they're back at the old house. But then he deleted.
I wanted to read this post because she doesn't read it and she goes over it quickly. Somebody asked Sam, why back at the old house? He said, it was harder for us to adjust. It took us that change, realize and appreciate what we already had. What?
Did them. When you look at everything from Britney's Instagram posts on her birthday to his Q&A to his stories to the chick on TikTok who posted the Nobu story, seems like something is brewing.
Before we get into the next part, I want to get some of your questions. No, it seems like something's brewing. Into that actress or whatever she calls herself, that actress. First of all, I do believe that. And y'all know I don't get into conspiracy theories. I do not get into conspiracy theories, but that woman calling her a hillbilly, I found was very distasteful. Even as an actress, just like, oh, call her a hillbilly. Right. It does seem the picture looks photoshopped. It looks weird. Britney's not even wearing the same outfit that she was wearing in Sam's Instagram story. She was wearing a white dress and then a red dress. She's not even wearing the same dress. She just switched again for the third time for what? What was the reason? It didn't make any sense. So it just seems weird. It just seems like a weird mosh podge of stuff. I don't think, this is my personal conspiracy theory, I don't think Sam even knows where Britney is. That's my opinion. I don't think Sam even knows where Britney Spears is. And if he does, she definitely doesn't hang out with him. Okay. She definitely doesn't hang out with him at all. Not to my belief at all. I don't know what's going on with Britney. It could be anything. This from Lady Lovelace says, why do you think she doesn't speak up about what's going on? I don't know. I mean, that's a great question. I wish I had an answer for you, but there's just so much going on with her stories. Like, is she together with Sam? Is she not? Why does she even hang out with him? I know she's not married to the man. There's so many questions, right? Like, is she fully out of her conservatorship or not? Right? Because conservatorships do take time to dissolve. So if she's still trying to like play the field to get it dissolved, like what's happening? We don't know. We don't actually know anything. And when Britney Spears published that audio about her father and what she really wanted to do with him, because she really wanted to kidnap him and beat him a new one. But when she publishes those, when she talks about how like she should win an award for how she survived it, and then when she came out against her son, who said that basically because she pays like $30,000 a month of child support, and like that basically that wasn't good enough. That's Britney Spears. That's Britney. Those audios are Britney. Those audios are Britney. Britney's Twitter is Britney. If you want to know anything about Britney Spears, go to her Twitter account. I keep telling people that like Britney Spears is an active Twitter user. She is not an active anything else. She's not an active anything else. So it's just unusual to say the least. Let me get some more of your comments. This is from Abra says perhaps those are old clips from when she was under the conservatorship. Yeah, I could agree to that. I could agree to that. This is from Bunny Saint says, did y'all ignore the escape story? Latosha's husband allegedly cheated, him being connected to that guy, and lady said he was hacked. There's something fishy about it. No, we're not familiar with that story because we're covering Britney Spears. This from Vinyl Hoochie says she probably got rights to the pages and turned it off. That's a theory. That is a theory. It's from Tanya. Tanya says it would be hard for her to speak up if she's somewhere hidden quiet. Diddy pressed up as the Joker and look real. Others can dress up like Britney Spears and look real sloppy and disheveled. Sorry for the conspiracy theory. It's not a conspiracy theory. Britney Spears, you kind of got to go with a conspiracy theory because there's nothing really tangible, but there's nothing tangible about Britney's story. You just know that there's enough anomalies that leads you to believe there's something there. So the way that I look at Britney's story is kind of like a periodic table of elements. When you look at a periodic, actually, let me just pull one up so we can just get some reference. So this is how I look at Britney Spears. Is this the only one? Can I get a good one? I need a good one. No, they're all filled in. Look at that. What do you know? What do you know? They're all filled in. Wow, that's crazy. God, when I was a kid, half of them weren't even filled in, but I guess they're all filled in. Is this one? Let's see this one. Yeah, they're all filled in. Except that one. Okay, no, they're not all filled in. Okay, let me share my screen. So the way that I look at Britney Spears' story is like a periodic table of elements. Okay, so hydrogen and helium and lithium and oxygen, all those good things, and boron and carbon and nitrogen. Okay, Britney Spears to me is like this table, but Britney Spears' story is like this. Let me see if I can zoom in. Can I zoom in? Nope, I can't. So Britney Spears is like, actually, I'm going to zoom in so you can see. Okay, perfect. So Britney Spears is like this here, this element right here. Okay, this element right here. All of these things exist. We know them. They are tangible. We have seen all of these elements from barium to hafalum or whatever they call it. So we've seen all these elements. We know an element exists here. We just haven't found it yet. So the way that I look at Britney Spears' story is that all of the weird things that surround her life exist, right? The weird posts, the weird dancing on video, the weird, statement, the real long captions on her Instagram stories, the voice audios, right? The conservatorship, the tweets, all of those strange phenomenons and instances. But we don't quite know what it is, right? We haven't found it, but we know it exists because these other elements around them exist. That's how I look at Britney Spears' story. Everything around Britney exists. All of the weird, strange anecdotes exist, except we don't quite know what that element is, but we know the element is real because of all of the other phenomenons around it. So this is exactly how I look at Britney Spears' story. So when people say, don't apologize for your conspiracy theories, they're not really conspiracy because there's nothing quite tangible to Britney Spears' story yet. There's nothing quite yet there to hold on to. But because of all the other weird phenomenons that surround Britney, kind of like this element, it's real. It's just an empty slot that hasn't been discovered yet. So bring on the conspiracy theories because they are rather strange. What's Britney's Twitter name? Britney Spears. This is from, is it Radgal? Says, I don't think she knows how Instagram works. Sam posted a live asking her why she doesn't go on live. And the way that she answered showed that she doesn't know what Instagram is. Yeah, that's likely. She probably doesn't even know how to even operate it or work it. This is from Silver. Says Britney never recovered from her nervous and mental breakdown. She did need help, but people got greedy. And now she is under another lawyer who is in control. Yeah, it's insane. It's definitely insane. Let's get back to her last part that I really want to wrap up because it's really good.
So update from Britney Spears. on the Nobu TikTok video. If you have no idea what Breathe Heavy is, it was one of the biggest Britney Spears fan websites back in the day. It's still going and it's being run by Jordan Miller. Well, Jordan just posted that sources directly connected to Britney confirmed to Breathe Heavy the TikTok video about her visit to Nobu is riddled with lies. But we already know this. They add that Britney is doing well and wants fans to know she appreciates their love and support. So why can't Britney tell us that herself? Why can't she reactivate her Instagram and post a story? Why can't she go live? Why is somebody always speaking for Britney Spears? We already knew that TikTok was BS, but why are sources going to Breathe Heavy? Why is her publicist not putting out a statement? Since this source is confirming that the TikTok video is riddled with lies, the question is, how did that girl get that photo of Sam and stick it in a photo of Britney kissing a baby? Because Sam was wearing the same outfit that he wore on Britney's birthday. So was Sam sitting at Nobu and someone took a photo of him and photoshopped it into a photo of Britney kissing a baby? Or was Sam part of this? Because once again, it makes absolutely no sense how that girl would have gotten a photo of Sam sitting looking up in that outfit. So how? And for the last time, where is Britney Spears?
That's interesting. That's definitely interesting. Britney's story it's riddled full of so much mystery, but there's that element of that is Britney exists. We just haven't quite figured it out yet. And we might never figure it out. Some people are speculating that Britney Spears is right, crosses over her eyes. I don't want to say no, but hell, I definitely don't want to say yes. Okay. So I don't know where Britney is. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know what her plan is. When she did that video, that I encourage you to go check out. If you just type in on YouTube, Britney's audio, it's not on her Twitter anymore. She said she posted it twice and wouldn't let her. They took it down. But if you go to Britney's audio and it's on YouTube, somebody had screen recorded it. If you go to Britney's audio, and she talks about when she was in the conservatorship and she was doing the I forget what it's called, that Vegas stint. She's very calculated, Britney Spears. She's not dumb. She knows, right? She's smart. So I want to know, who is the man Britney Spears said that we should run away to Europe? I want to know who that man is, and whoever he is, I wonder if he's with her now. I wonder if he's trying to help her. I wonder who he is. You know what I mean? Was he a backup dancer? Was he security? Was he just a regular person who worked the stage? Was he a light man? Was he a cameraman? You know what I mean? Was he a manager? Was he just a regular kid who dropped off coffee for Britney when she was doing her Las Vegas stint? Who is he? But she trusted him enough to want to run away to Europe with him and taking nothing. Because Britney knows that she herself is the asset, not her money. Right? Because Britney's money is only as good as she's alive. We know that for sure. Britney's money is only as good as if she is alive. So my question is, who is the man that Britney was going to run away to Europe with, and why does she trust him so much? And they even calculated a plan. Britney says she just couldn't go through with it because she was afraid of what her father was going to do if he caught her. I thought this person here had posted a video about it, but she didn't. But to me, it's so wild. Give me 1 second. I'm going to do my best. I want to try to find that video because I thought I had watched it and I think you guys should hear it because it is really interesting. Hold on 1 second. I found it. I found the video. Haha. Thank God. Okay, here it is.
Dear baby, happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much.
Yay!
Who the fuck is that? Because it ain't Britney. I, for one, think she has been gone since her honeymoon in Mexico. And I just now realized, the symbol for help when you're on video and can't say it is this, the fist. She makes that fist in her Mexico video where she's talking, she makes that fist.
Okay, before we finish the video, I want to correct you. Britney did not make the fist. I looked at that video. She did not. Okay.
And that was the last video where anyone has ever seen her out and about or alive. So I think something is 100% wrong and people need to wake the hell up. I also tried to go back to see that video, like on her page. The account has been deactivated.
Hey, dear.
Okay, let's talk about this. So he has now turned off his comments. Her account has been deactivated. And apparently she has a court hearing today at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time. So if someone could follow that, let me know what the hell's going on. That would be awesome. But this is what freaks me out. When I saw this comment, all I could think about was this recording that I found from her talking about her conservatorship from a few months ago. Just listen to this.
I honestly deserve an award for acting like I was okay every day. I thought they were trying to fucking kill me. I remember one time I was backstage and I needed my inhaler. And I opened up to my assistant because I had my phone with me, which I'm not supposed to have my phone underneath the stage. But I said to her, you know what I'm doing. I was talking to a guy and he wanted to just leave the country with me. We had it all set up to just leave. And it was a secret relationship. And I said, my biggest fear was, what would my dad do if I did do something wrong? What if I left the country? What if they found me? And what would they do? And I said, I feel like they would lock me up or something or really hurt me.
That is the video that I'm so glad I found it. That is, so what in the world, child? Yes, Britney said it out of her own mouth, and that audio was posted on her Twitter account. And that audio was about a 16-minute audio. And Britney posted it in parts, and they took it down. That's why she had reposted it. She was going to run away with a man. And that entire audio that Britney had made a few months ago, she absolutely did not mention Sam. And now she's supposed to had to have been quote unquote with Sam since 2016, right? I think Sam's her personal trainer. That's all. I think that is her personal trainer. I don't think it's nothing else. I think the man she was going to run away with was Sam. That's who I think. I'm sorry, not Sam, was someone else. And I don't know who that man is, but whoever he is, if he's with Britney now, he's definitely not going to come forward. But whoever he was, I hope he comes forward and tells us the truth. Like, what happened? What is it? What is going on? What is going on? Because he is the only person who knows what really was going down with Britney Spears. And she said we had everything all set to go. That means in my head, they had their flight, they had the hostel or hotel they were going to stay at. And I believe that Britney was going to go somewhere where her father wouldn't be able to come get her in Europe, like the Czech Republic or something of that nature. And that's my personal opinion. That's totally what I think. This from Miss Beauty says, did Britney ever say if someone abused her physically? She did not know. She did say they emotionally did, right? Like by not letting her get her nails done and forcing her to get an IUD, but nothing physical. No. You said, wow, I thought she was referring to Sam. She was not. She did not mention Sam's name, not one time. She's in that full audio clip. If you listen to it, I encourage you to listen to the whole thing. She goes on about how she feels. She didn't say, I felt lonely and isolated. She said, I feel lonely and isolated. Who would feel lonely and isolated with a husband? Which makes me think, when was that audio recording taken? There's so much mystery behind Britney Spears. So I want us to keep my ear to the floor with it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, tomorrow, I'm going to look at the Los Angeles Clerk of Courts to see about Britney's case and see if there was any updates in it and see what the hearing was even for. I don't think I can look now, but I'll have to look tomorrow. But I want to get into Tory Lanez because his story is going to be really, really quick, and we're going to get into it really, 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 really fast. Tory Lanez here. Did I share my screen? Yeah. Let me add this history. Tory Lanez here. Your boy right here says Tory Lanez. This is Rolling Stone magazine. Let me cite my source. Tory Lanez is hit with a third felony charge in Megan Thee Stallion's shooting. Crazy. Not Rolling Stone. Not you gonna try to make me get a subscription, honey. Ghetto. Hold on one second. I know how to get around this. I'll tell you the trick of how to get around this in 2.2 seconds. Hold on one second. Let me do it. Okay. If you ever want to read a news article and they if you ever want to read a news article and they hit you with some BS, right? If they ever hit you with some BS like that, go incognito mode. If you go incognito, for some strange reason, news publications have not figured out why incognito doesn't work. But what it does is it removes your IP address so you can get free access to articles. But don't do that. Support print media. Okay. Support print media. But the article starts that Tory Lanez hit with a felony charge in the Meg Thee Stallion case. Again, Rolling Stone magazine says Tory Lanez was hit with this charge. Prosecutors added a new charge of discharging a firearm with gross negligence on Monday amid ongoing jury selection in his case. Lanez, whose legal name is Daystar Peterson, previously pled not guilty to one felony count, each of assault and a semi-automatic firearm carrying a loaded, unregistered gun in his vehicle. He also faces a gun allegation that he personally inflicted great bodily injury. The new charge carries a possible 6-year prison sentence and qualifies for a deportable crime. Because remember, Tory Lanez is Canadian. If convicted on all counts, Tory Lanez still is facing the same maximum sentence of 22 years and 8 months. The new charge doesn't add the exposure because it related to the same alleged conduct. So any related sentences would be concurrent. Yeah. Tory Lanez, I'm going to say this once, I'm going to say it again. Listen. If you did discharge that gun, you better tell who did it and fast. And stop trying to be no Canadian streetnik. Okay, just do it already. All right, and stop wasting everybody's time. Just do it already. Okay, if you know exactly who did it and who done it, just say it. It was a lot of people in the car. It could have been anyone. It was a lot of people in the car. It could have been anyone. But according to Megan Thee Stallion, it was you. So if you trying to figure out if you trying to say it wasn't you, then you better start telling who it was. Was it security? Was it Kelsey? Was it Megan? Was it the driver? It was somebody. So you better start, Mr. Lanez, you better start talking and quick, honey. Let me get some of your comments. This is from Jocelyn said, exactly. I don't think it was him by himself. I think it was a tussle, in my opinion. I think everybody was tussling for it. I low-key think it was Kelsey. I ain't gonna hold you. I low-key think it was Kelsey. Allegedly, Megan found out about him and Kelsey the night of Kylie Jenner's pool party. I love Megan Thee Stallion. So I was watching that live stream on Instagram. Megan was in the pool. Kelsey was in the pool. And so was Kylie Jenner. And Tory Lanez was walking around the pool. Y'all remember that? Tory Lanez was walking around the pool. And she was like, Tory, don't mess up my hair. Don't mess up my hair. Y'all remember that live stream? I was watching it. They was all at the party. I think Megan found out about him and Kelsey. I think Megan has something going on with him. Whoop-de-whoop, blase, skip, ba-doom. Something ensued in the car. Pew, pew. Like that. Okay. This from Miss Beauty says, it was Mary, Peter, and Joseph in that car. Child. Everybody was in the car. This from Millennial says, yes, tips. We love it here, right? It's from Lady A says, I think it was her friend. I think it was a friend too. Why would he protect a friend? I don't know. Maybe he really likes Kelsey, and that's why he's protecting her. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. This is from Life of Vivi says, yeah, because it was said Kelsey and Megan were arguing. Somebody was. This from Daria. Daria says, how was it Kelsey when he said so himself that she didn't do it? I don't know. Maybe he's sticking up for her. Girl, I don't know. We're going to know after jury selection. We gonna know after jury selection, you guys. We're gonna know after jury. I don't know, child. I'm gonna be watching the case close, so we shall see. But Lord, that's gonna be something interesting. I'm just so interested in what's going to happen. This from Brown Delight. Brown Delight says, Tori, the tiny man needs to just go away. I think it was Kelsey who shot Megan. I think so too. This from Joshua said, academics, ugh. And Megan was doing too much when she noticed that he was flirting with Kylie. Academics was there? Who keeps inviting him to stuff? Ciao. This is from Desiree says, can we explore why we think it was the friend? They found residue on his hands. I think if it was a tussle from everyone, like everyone, because they're in a small enclosed space, so gunpowder residue could get anywhere, right? That's why they always test your shirt, your forearms, and your hands. So if everybody was tussling for the gun, you know what I mean? It's feasible it could have been on his hands. I'm just saying. This from Shay. Shay says, so either way, he will be deported because I honestly think he'll be found guilty of discharging the firearm. They're determined to get rid of him. Yeah, but I don't think he's going to get 22 years. He'll get a year, honey. He's going to get a year. That's all he's going to get. But he will get deported, but he'll get a year. But he's a millionaire, so he'll find his way back. Come on, y'all. Let's be for real. They always find their way back. Always. And he needs to keep his deportation status because ain't nobody in Canada listening to Tory Lanez. He make his money going to concerts in the US, not Canada. Okay. So he definitely needs to make sure that he keeps his migration status. This from Burnett says, I think Kelsey felt some type of way if they were messing around and let them emotions get the best of her. I agree. But also, we don't know what Megan did. I'm not trying to victim shame. I'm just saying we don't know if Megan lunged for the gun and she saw and she just lunged for it. We don't know. And I'm not saying that Megan did it to herself, but I'm saying if she lunged for it and it created a tussle, then it could have got discharged. You understand what I mean? Anything's possible. Anything's possible. You said Megan was messing with Tori behind her back. Kelsey and Tori has something going on. Tory Lanez isn't ugly. He's just really tiny. Does that make sense? Like, there's no shade to Tory Lanez. None. There's no Tory Lanez shame, except you shot my idol, who I love Megan Thee Stallion. I don't know if you guys know this, but anytime Megan Thee Stallion drops merch, I buy all of it. So you shot my idol. But he's not ugly. Or I think the graphic is here. He's not ugly. He's just tiny. He's just a tiny man. That's all. He's just like, and he's not like just like 5'9" tiny. He's like 5'1" tiny. You know what I mean? He's like tiny. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This from E. Ortiz says, I think they were tussling. Megan hit the gun, accidentally shot herself. I could believe that. I totally could believe that. This is from Shay says, but if Megan didn't tell what happened at first, how did they check him for gunpowder residue? Because Megan said she was trying to protect him. You know what I mean? But then when he started coming out lying, calling her a liar and and then letting all these other rappers clown on her, she was like, okay, now, not too much on my foot. You know what I mean? Not too much. Not too much on my foot. And I think then she was just like, you know what? I'm just going to tell the truth. This is what happened. So, I think that's what happened. This from Toilet Tish says, you do have to take into consideration Megan's injuries. Things have to add up when people say how it happened. Yeah, you do. You're right. No, you're absolutely correct. This from Daria says, no, he's definitely not ugly. I used to be a huge fan back in the day. Met him in person. Yes, he is pretty tiny. Is he? He's like real tiny. He's like itty bitty, right? He's like itty bitty. Yeah. Yeah, he's like an itty bitty man. Brenda said he's my height. Yeah, so he's the right size for you. He's not short to you. He's your height. So Toilet says they checked him because they found a hot gun in the car. They checked everyone, I think. I thought Megan got tested for gunpowder residue too. I thought everyone in the car did, at least from what I last remember. But correct me if I'm wrong. This is from Dornita says, how was it a tussle when Megan was shot outside the vehicle? I thought she was shot in the car. I don't know. I might have to go get the details. And they'll be the court date. Let the jury selection come together. Cause I don't know. I thought she was in the car, but I think you're right. But I thought Megan said she thought she stepped on glass. Because I think that's what she said at first. She said, at first, I thought I stepped on glass. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Ooh, you're right. You're right. You're right about that. You're right. Okay. This from Kathy Mullins says they released the best friend. They released that the best friend is testifying for the prosecution, and Megan did a diss track against the best friend and Tory. Why would she do a diss track if she's testifying for the prosecution? You mean she's testifying for the defense? Because if she's testifying for the prosecution, that means she's testifying in defense of Megan. So that's weird. Desiree says the fact that it was casting means them bullets hit the ground first. Yeah. Oh, they were trying to make her dance. Yeah. Evil. Just evil. Well, look, that's all I got on Tory Lanez, okay? And that's all I got here at the Nosy Bystanders. We'll be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, here at the Nosy Bystanders. We're going to talk more about Britney. We're going to get into some of the other stories. If you didn't know, your good friend, North Carolina Beats, had interviewed Jelana Kemp, who happens to be Zakira Kemp's mother, whose daughter was killed in a fiery crash in the back seat, and she's been on this crusade to figure out who was driving her daughter's vehicle at the time of the crash. Well, she's going to be on the North Carolina Beats. I think she was there today at 8 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you check the replay of that back and send her some support. This is not in support of North Carolina Beats, but we commend him for giving her a large platform to talk on Facebook. So this is what I have for you today. We'll be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, with another crazy tale about something else. I'm your host, Chief Nosy Bystander. You guys have a wonderful evening. Good night.